What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video, and it arrived. The OPPO Find N5, Average Dad Tech Store's biggest selling phone, and it's only been on pre-order for about 9 days, is finally in my hands. I actually received it yesterday, but things are quite hectic. Let's go. So for those that watch the channel, I review phones all the time, but I also let you in on the behind the scenes stuff, what I'm also doing between the channel and the store. And for those that don't know, if you're not a member of the group or you haven't watched previous videos, tomorrow I travel to China. Yes, after finally securing my visa on Friday, which was the last possible day I could get it before flying tomorrow, which is Sunday, I am on the way. Yes, my flight to Beijing is tomorrow evening from London Heathrow, and I was going to wait, but I have to get this video out. I have to let you know my first impressions of the OPPO Find N5. So as you can see, while I'm chatting, I'll show you the unboxing. The unboxing experience, like most foldable phones, particularly from the Chinese market, is premium. Inside the box, you've got everything you need. A front screen protector on the outside, for those wondering, pre-installed already. You have a UK charging plug because this is the Hong Kong global variant. In Hong Kong, they use UK adapters. And then you get the case, which is my favourite case yet, because it has only rear and hinge protection. I've got a screen protector on the front. I don't need one of those stupid little thin bumper case things that just snap every time you try and take it off. So no, I like this case, and thank you OPPO. And then of course you get your USB-A to USB-C charging cable. So everything in the box. And then setting up the phone could not be simpler. If you've got the global version, this is going to work like any other device. Simply just scan the QR code from your old Android device and everything syncs. Takes about maybe 30 minutes in the background, but within 2 minutes you'll be able to use the phone and set up as you want it. Which takes me on to the first slight drawback of ColorOS that I hadn't really noticed before, but I guess that's because it was on a candy bar phone with the OnePlus 13 and others. On foldable phones, the first thing I want to do, or one of the first things I want to do, is set up the app drawer and the home screen to have as many apps on the grid as possible. But with ColorOS, unless I'm missing something, and you can comment down below if I am, you can't change the app grid layout. It's a 4:6 layout, even on the inner screen, which is split into two halves. I don't like that. I like to go 6:7 if I can, smaller icons, more on the page. So that's one drawback that surely can be fixed with an update, or if I can be arsed, I'll just download Nova Launcher or some other launcher. Because it's global, there'll be no issues doing that. And I guess while I'm talking about it, I may as well answer the questions that you will most probably have. Android Auto, tick. Fully working, wireless, wired, all good. Depends on your car if it will work wirelessly or wired, but the phone has built-in capabilities. Google Play services, pre-installed out the box. For the other import store, not Average Dad Tech Store, that has to open and unseal the device to pre-install Google Play Store, I'm still not sure in 2025 why they're still doing that. Google Play Store is on every single Android device baked in, global or Chinese. With the Chinese ones, you simply just have to toggle on Google Play services in the settings menu under accounts and then download the Play Store. Just search for it in the native app store. So there's no reason to let somebody unseal your device. You should be getting all your devices when you pay all this money sealed. That seems like the first thing that you should be expecting. And then, of course, once you've set up to your preferences, you're going to spend about 10 minutes just staring at the phone. The dimensions are jaw-dropping. What's more jaw-dropping to me, though, is I've seen these dimensions before, kind of. The Honor Magic V3 is basically the same dimensions. But build quality-wise, the premium feeling, the hand-wise, the OPPO instantly feels sturdier, more durable, and then that crease, or lack of crease. As you can see here, the proof is in the pudding. There is almost zero crease to look at. And when you run your finger across the inner screen, you can't feel it. I know they used a 3D printed carbon hinge here and it's all great. But to us, the consumer using the phone, it's just the next level of foldable phones. It's where Samsung wanted to be when they released a foldable phone all those years ago, but they still can't get anywhere close to what OPPO are achieving on the N5. I mean, the OnePlus Open and N3 was already amazing enough. But honestly, folks, this hinge is fantastic. And yes, it's got flex mode. And yes, you can close it to basically like a 10-degree angle and it still won't slam shut. But I do have to say, I am... not that I can think of any use case for this per se, but when you open the phone past probably 100 degrees, it does just want to flip open, much like the V3. And I guess there has to be some form of drawback to having such a thin, light phone. And again, I can't think of any use case, as long as it's flex mode, which is tripod, I can't think of any use case where I'd want it to go further than 100 degrees. But anyway, just letting you know. A couple of other things, first impressions I want to give on hardware. Cameras, absolutely fine. In fact, I'd go as far as to say as the main wide lens and the telephoto outputs are better than what were on the OnePlus Open, to me. But yes, that ultra wide, there's no getting around it. I almost feel like they just shouldn't have bothered at all. Like, why? Why put an 8 megapixel sensor in there? But they did, and it's my least used lens, so I'm really not too fussed. Final thing I want to touch on with the hardware is just the speakers. Unfortunately, the speakers are not like the OnePlus Open. The OnePlus Open was like kind of mind-blowing when I first heard it with the triple speaker setup, the spatial audio. I've not looked into the settings. If OPPO tell me there's spatial audio, I'll call them liars because there's not. It's dual stereo speakers that sound, I guess, on a par with the Honor Magic V3 and Vivo X Fold 3 Pro, but when you're coming from the OnePlus Open and upgrading to the N5, that's certainly a downgrade. There aren't many downgrades from the OnePlus Opens now that I've used it, but speakers is definitely one of them. So, as mentioned, this was first impressions, showing you the unboxing, telling you what you can expect in the box. I do have more available at the Average Dad Tech store. However, they sell out super quick. The other day, I told you they were in stock, 100 of them, they sold like that. Today, I've added 50 more. And by the time this video is posted, they're probably all gone. I will try to add more next week, but as you know, I am travelling to China tomorrow. I'm still packing, charging all the devices, and I do intend to vlog the whole thing, or as much as possible. AD is going there to meet suppliers, meet a new manufacturer of my very first branded Average Dad Tech product, which I am absolutely bursting with excitement to show you, but I won't show you just yet. Just know that it's something we all need, and yeah, I think you're going to like it. And I'm also meeting a fabricator to talk about store merch. Average Dad premium, nice, oversized hoodies is where I'm going to start. Because believe it or not, we've got a fucking good community here, and we back each other up and we support each other. I just want to shout out as well, like all the members and all the viewers. You guys are unbelievable. You're super awesome, the support you've given this channel, this store. And whenever possible, as you know, I always like to give back, whether it be through giveaways or free phones to review. Some of my members have their own channels, have articles they write for, so you know who you are and you're welcome. I've also given a couple of N5 global versions to a few other YouTubers, Shane Craig, Jay Williams, so you'll see those videos out soon. I really think the Average Dad community, the Average Dad channel, Average Dad Enterprises as a whole business, we're going places, and that's so damn cool to see. yeah, I just wanted to say thanks, I guess. Everything is so cool. So, if you still have the question about the OPPO N5, is it worth buying? Yeah, absolutely. Because the OnePlus Open is 2 years old now, I can recommend upgrading. As I say, unless you really need the best speakers without using Bluetooth headphones, then maybe you want to stick with the OnePlus Open. But the larger outer screen, the larger inner screen, 24 hours in, has been phenomenal. It's my daily driver. My main SIM card is in it. I am now starting to do all my banking and business through it. So this will probably be my daily driver for a while now. As always, if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. And I'll be back soon with my first vlog video from Shenzhen. Until then.